just to get myself redirected. I needed it. Sometimes you just need to stop and let the brain defrog. And you know what I also need to do? I need to turn music back on, because I really do need something, even if it's bad music or boring music, sleepy music. It's like I need part of my brain. It's like that part of the brain that's not feeling stimulated by coding needs to be stimulated by something. So we will see about doing that with some YouTube music again.
Oh my god, you play video games too?
Oh, yeah, I game.
Oh, that's awesome. I recently finished Baldur's Gate 3, so I'm really thinking of playing the Dragon Age series. But at the same time, I'm itching to play The Witcher 3 again.
Oh, I don't really know any of those games. I play a lot of Modern Warfare and FIFA. Sometimes I'll hop on Apex or Valorant, Clash of Clans.
Oh my god, you play video games too?
Oh, yeah.
Team, I just quickly want to reiterate, cell phones are not permitted to be out at your desk. Okay, let me say that again. Cell phones are not permitted to be out at your desk. We deal with a lot of sensitive information. We don't want to compromise a client's account, so cell phones are not permitted at your desk. It's in the guidelines. We explained it to you when you were hired, and you agreed to it. So I've been seeing cell phones out. I just want to make sure that we're all on the same page, okay? Veronica, can I see you before you leave the meeting? Thank you. Thank you for staying behind, Veronica. I just need to talk to you about something. We've tried to contact you a couple times at home about some time-sensitive matters, and it looks like you're not responding. You never respond when we try to communicate with you. I've tried email, texting, I've even tried calling a few times, and it's just impossible to get a hold of you. Can you shed some light on why? No problem. Yeah, I'm happy to shed some light on it. I'm providing my family the same courtesy that I'm providing you while I'm here at work. So when I'm at work, as you just mentioned in the meeting, I'm not allowed to have my phone. I'm not allowed to check in on my family and make sure that they're okay, which I understand. We do deal with sensitive information. So when I'm at home with them, I'm not doing anything that's work related. My contract, as you mentioned, says 9 to 5. So after 5, I'm unavailable. Did you want to see the contract? No, I don't need you to show me your contract. How do we fix this? Because we need to be able to contact you. There's always a solution. So you can provide me a company cell phone and pay me from 5 to midnight. I don't assume that you're going to have to contact me after midnight. And I would be more than happy to be available. But I will need my same salary from 5 to midnight as well as the company cell phone. We can't do that. We can't pay you indefinitely, and we can't provide a cell phone. It's more of sort of being a team player, if that makes sense. I'm sure it makes sense to someone. I'm available 9 to 5. You can pay me for my time after that if you need me to be available. But no, I'm not giving up time with my family, my alone time. I'm not giving up my time outside of this office to you for anything. So I am a team player from 9 to 5, Monday through Friday. Okay, thank you. Team, I just quickly want to reiterate cell phone.
Mhm.
Then versus now. Kevin McAllister's Home Alone shopping list. Kevin's solo trip to the grocery store in the 1990 classic cost him $19.83. What will that exact shopping list cost today? Let's find out. First stop is the bread aisle. Kevin bought the big loaf of Wonder Bread. Apologies, friends. Wonder Bread is... Kevin really splashed out on the Cadillac of Rump White. This package of quilted northern comes at a price of $7.99. Can't forget the criminal 15 cents. Kevin's final purchase of Tiny Toy Soldiers is the hardest item to find, so I'm substituting the Valiant Soldiers of the Animal Kingdom. These $3.99 chocolate penguins. Poor Sally has been struck down with carpal tunnel, so I'm forced to check out alone. Kevin paid $19.83 for shopping in 1990, while our 2024 total is $55.99. Kevin! Then versus now. Kevin McAllister's Home Alone shopping list. Kevin's solo trip to the grocery store.
Okay. Let's go get some music on. We'll just go with the same, I guess, lo-fi nonsense that I've been listening to. So when you see things like his coding workflow, so what does that mean exactly? So if I go, it may not even be available anymore. Oh, I guess it's not available again. But you know, I liked her in Thunderbolts. She did pretty good. I didn't know. She does an accent. She does a really good job of whatever that accent is. But whatever her, was she White Widow? Is that what she goes by? Something like that. But yeah, she was pretty good. I saw the movie last night. That's why I mentioned it. I am curious. Are my videos getting their images? Wait. I totally messed up this stream, didn't I? I don't think I was streaming on the wrong channel. Was I streaming on the wrong channel, or did I actually just not update my titles or anything? Yeah, this is totally that was totally broke. Oh wait, that's not even a full video. Is that really only like seconds long? Holy moly. Yeah, that's that one. I think I was trying to fix these and I totally broke them. That one. Have any other ones that are just totally broken? Yeah, we'll delete those. Delete those forever. And I got a lot of streams in, but I don't get a ton of people following or watching. Am I not that interesting? Is watching somebody code football programs not that interesting? It doesn't surprise me, unless you're into that kind of thing. These are all pretty short videos that I had on there. I would have thought they would have deleted really quick, but I have to go through and totally clean up this stuff, don't I? I'm gonna have to start coming up with good thumbnails too. Preloaded thumbnails would be best. All right. These are totally broken. Pretty sure that was not what I streamed that day. I discovered that my Restream's stream updater does not work very well. That's why these are not showing up correctly. All right, so it cleans that up. At least I'm not showing that I'm working on I'm playing a video game. All right, so let's get back to it. All right, so what I was doing was trying to get these guys to line up. I was struggling with their sizes. So they come in as this at 10, 10, 10. But if I go a 1, 1, 1 on the inside, they're broken. So my lizard by default is a 10, 10, 10, but he's got a sub thing of 5, 5, 5. So if I want this to work, I basically have to go 50, 50, 50, which is huge. Because what's happening is I'm scaling them. If I want them to be at the same scale as the game, I need them to be scaled big. It's like if I go 50, 50, 50. That's how big these guys are, right? But then I go into my player, and now I only scale them at 1, 1, 1. It should be about right. Now if I take him and I put him I don't know, 6. Why isn't he not moving? Is he too small? Why isn't he not showing up? He said at 111. That's just such a huge variation. I don't know where that guy is. He said at 111, but how come when this guy said at 111? He's not anywhere on the field. Oh, because I put him back there? His position has 0, 0. Oh. If I go backwards, it's no longer a 3? What is that unit? So if I want it to be 3 yards, so this is wrong. Because this is like 5 yards. So yeah, I can't scale them all to their size based on the outside scale, because this would be wrong. If I wanted one to be represented by yards, they need to be their own dimensional scale. So if I want it to be 3, that means this has to be 10. Which means they can be bigger because they are actually the equivalent of 5. And then that puts him back about 3 yards when I go back 3, which is about right. It's just such a... I don't like it. But what... the only other way would be this. He's too big though now. Maybe I don't need to make him that big. Let's go 2. Is that good? It's actually not too bad. I guess that does kind of cover the 2-yard space. Huh. All right. That would mean every one of these guys has to be a 2, which I guess is fair. 2 yards is what? 6 feet? They're roughly 6 feet. I could make them a fraction of that, because I think they're probably not even that big. These lizard guys are not huge. If I make them slightly smaller, these lizard guys, then I can have bigger guys that fill the 2 yards more thoroughly, which would probably be like, these guys wouldn't be as big, but maybe they're actually like a 1.8 tab. 1.8, 1.8. So I can have them be some kind of a dimension that's smaller. That'll allow me to have bigger guys and smaller guys. So what does that be? So if you're doing 1.5, that's 3, it's about 5 feet tall, 4.5 feet tall. The lizard guys are kind of small for what they are. And you can maybe have some that are a little bit bigger. I'd like to have what I'd probably have to do is have them scale like have everybody scale the same, and then you just adjust them. Like they all might be 1 point, or maybe have them all scale at the minimum size that they would be. Ooh, that'd be really tiny though. But I can resize them later. I can change their scales later. But I can. What I'm thinking is that if this is actually their size, let's go with 1.8. Let's assume they're a little over 5 feet tall. Because that'd be 4.5 plus another. So yeah, that'd be a little over 5 feet tall, I think, at 1.8. And sure, I think that's fair. So we'll go 1.8. All right, so now we're gonna actually put guys where they're supposed to be. He's gonna be at the center. We got the right guard will be at 0. Well, no, I'm gonna go 0.3 like I did there. Left tackle, he will be, left tackle does not go there. He goes 0.3, tab, and he will go 3. Nope. It's left, -3. All right. And then QB, we'll put sad, man. Do I really want him back 3 yards? No, he should be right behind him. At best, what, 2 yards? 1 yard? And then that works. Running back. Running back will be back about 4 yards. I don't know, how far back do they stand? What is the normal place for a QB to stand? So if this is 53 yards out, we should probably go with the I don't know, what is that? About 20? Oops, wrong way. I mean, it doesn't matter, I guess, but I want to see it. I guess that works. Pretty much everybody who isn't the center or somebody behind the line of scrimmage should be at 0.3 here. Left guard should be nope, -2. And who else I got here? Tight end should be probably at 1. And we'll put him at 2, 4, 6. 6. Oh. Hey, these are yard lines, right? Are the hash marks 10 yards apart? Huh. Well, that's the tight end should be. If these guys are 2, 4. So what is this? The right tackle is that guy. Where's the right guard? Right guard should just be 2. I mean, I guess in theory, if he's sitting at center, these guys probably aren't even off center. I'm kind of going a little off the mark. Because if we're going by their center point, it should be like 1.5, and I should be adding on to a 0.5 all the time. Because if they're doing 2, then right, so it's like 1 yard, 1. Oh, it should be like 2. Huh? So if I want them, yes, I'll be like 0.5 left, 0.5 right. Now, if I'm using up the full 1, though, it'd be like 1 left, 1 right. Oh, okay, so that's a problem. So 1 for the guards. And then the tackles should be 3, right? That really puts them weird. Why? Oh, because it's their center point that's throwing it off. Oh. So if it's his center point and he's, well, 1.8. He looks bigger, but he's not. He's just forward. But let's put him back at 2. Right guard. Left guard. I mean, it's just, if you want their nose on the center, and they are 1.8, it's going to be weird. For tackle, for, that's fine. It gives me space for everybody to breathe a little bit. And then we'll have the guards are set. Okay, so now we have the tight end, which is actually going to be at 6, but back a little, which he is. Then we have the wide receivers. I got all the players in the field, but things look too tiny, don't they? Scale-wise, it doesn't look too bad. They put their... Alexa, how far apart are the center hash marks in football? "18 feet. How come that 18 feet is what, 6 yards? So, okay, so 6 yards apart. So if these are supposed to be 6 yards, these are not accurately lined hash marks, are they? Those hash marks are crazy far apart. That's why my guys are all inside of the hash marks. Okay, so that's a clue that my field may be a little wonky. Huh. How would you suggest I create a field lines on my field if I want to overlay them onto different types of field surfaces. Surface materials. I don't know, man. I don't know if there's a way to dynamically create the lines and not be that's a 5. Just realized that the number on their screen does not look like a 5. It looks like an S. Decal-based field lines. Decals are excellent for overlaying field lines without modifying the underlying surface material. Generate field lines for a standard field with 100 yards and 2 end zones. Create yard line. Calculate position along field, assuming field center is at the 50-yard line. Convert to world units. Shader-based field lines. Use a shader that can be applied to any field material to dynamically add field markings. The shader would blend the field lines onto any surface texture. Texture-based field lines. Modular system. Create a modular system with separate textures for different field components. Mesh-based field lines. Most precise. Mesh-based field lines. For highest precision, create separate meshes for the field lines. Separate meshes for the field lines. Oh, it's still writing that one out. Combined approach using URP decals. If you're using universal render pipelines, decals are the best solution. Create a decal atlas texture with all field lines and numbers. Use URP decal projector system to overlay these onto any field surface. Easily switch field surfaces without recreating the lines. That's what I want. For flexibility with different field surfaces, I recommend a combination. Use URP decals. If you're on URP, they're specifically designed for this use case. Use a shader-based solution if you want the most efficient approach. If you need highest precision and control. I don't know, I just wanted to go on top. Yes. I just don't know which one. Because it says best option. Combined approach using URP decals. Create a decal atlas texture with all field lines and numbers. Use URP's decal projector system to overlay these onto any field surface. Position relative to center of the field. I like recommended approach. For flexibility with different field surfaces, I recommend a combination. Use URP decals if you're on URP. They're specifically designed for this use case. Use a shader-based solution if you want the most efficient approach. I think I'd go with the shader-based solution, but yes. Please elaborate with step-by-step instructions on the shader solution. I would really like my lines don't look so crappy. There's so much going on, so much to do. Create a mask texture that defines where lines appear. Open an image editor, Photoshop, GIMP, etc. Create a new document. Use a black background with white lines. Draw all field markings, yard lines, hash marks, number boundaries. So basically what I have, create this, except it looks, I mean, I would, I just don't know. That might not be something I should do right now. It's essentially what I did, except this one just looks bad because it's me removing all the green from an actual image. And it just doesn't look good. All right, let's leave it. I mean, I do need to do it. I'll make it better later, but it's really not a high priority. Let's get my other guys on. All right, so now that I've got everybody kind of in line. What did I just do? Zero. Teams, offense. And we're going to change this to defense. And we're just going to start throwing guys out there. This guy's going to be position. Negative. How about negative 0.3, huh? Now, how do I rotate? I'll have to rotate this guy around. $180. Nope, wrong way. Did I rotate? Did I flip him over? Is that what I did? No, he's facing the correct direction. Nope. Why can't I get him? Is it this one I'm supposed to do? Oh, it is. Okay. All right, let's flop all these guys around. And just for ease to find them, we will put these guys at -6. And we'll just go this guy, wide receiver 1. Gonna rename him Wizards TB1. And then we'll go wide receiver 2, TB2. We'll call him LB. My titles are probably terrible too, because I'll call him LB3. And we're going to call him DE1. D2, sure. go right tackle. DE1, and we'll put him 3. And then this guy, who's the running back, is actually going to become, we're going to put him all the way back to like negative 12. Call him SS. And then QB guy. Actually, you know what? We'll take SS and we're going to also move him 3 that way. And then we'll take QB and we'll turn him into FS. Oh, not much, man. What's up with you? I'm still getting things kind of laid out here, get my offensive and defensive players on the field. Just trying to learn scale, because the way things scale out, it's been kind of an experience. Oops, nope. Negative 3 and 12. And we'll put the who else I got right guard? He's not an LB, he needs to be an LB2. LB2. And then I should have whatever the center is, we'll call him a nose top. We'll put him at 3. All right, so now I got some defensive players on the field. I've got I've kind of got my scale set finally. I got offensive and defensive players to view. And yeah, so we're making some progress here. Currently just lizards, but that's okay. I have a feeling the way I'm putting them on the screen is really just about, right now anyway, it's really just about me getting a feel for what they look like on the field. I wonder if I can, I'm thinking I might change my, I'm going to change my field color because I want to see what my field color looks like if I change it. Because it feels too dark right now. What's the wrong one? Let's go here. Can I edit this? Well, I can. Do I want to change it there? Football field material. Change it to a lighter green for now. Yeah, let's do that. Just so I can see a little bit more contrast with my players while I'm working on this. Okay, so I've been kind of comparing, just trying to get a feel for the things that other people are doing. So as you see, here's kind of what theirs looks like. Here's kind of what mine looks like. My guys don't look that much tinier, but they do look like they're not set as well. They got more fields showing. So if I went like this, so this is what it looks like if my field's about the same size as theirs. If I go with the same dimensions. Oops. I'm just trying to get a feel of how their players. My guys look smaller. Are they, I mean, maybe they're just skinnier. Or maybe my field is wider than their field. I feel like my guys are farther apart. But space is space is space. But if I gotta stay within the same yard range. See, this is another problem with my lines being a little wonky, is I don't have a full grasp of what my lines are. But let's go here and select my how do I look through the eyes of my camera so I can adjust it here? I think I need to click it. Nope, guess that doesn't let me see through it. Huh. So if I want to, I'm trying to figure out further back. So I'm roughly about the 50-yard line here. I feel like maybe that one is zoomed in more than mine. Why does that look so bad? I can't figure out. I mean, I can change my angles. Now that I figure out how to do all this stuff, but how do they? All right, Alright, how did I do this before? In the editor, how do I look through the eyes of each camera so that I can... Oh wait, maybe this one. See, it doesn't actually rotate it. Scene camera. Oh, now it's working. Alright, so if I want this to look do I have to be selected on it? If I wanted to have less field in view, but take up less space, how would I do that? I don't think I can. I think the math says no. The math says, what are you trying to pull over there, man? Because this will squish, but I think it's because of my... Let's see what my simulator says if I go over here and I change this to phone. So this is like the phone, so I see a lot more of my screen. My guys are pretty tiny, of course. I want to zoom in more. But I also don't want to lose. I got to go higher. Or lower? Lower cuts off more screen. Zooming doesn't do anything but push away my zooming is moving the camera. That's really what that is. So let's go here. And I don't need to worry about borders so much because I'm gonna put other stuff on the scene, so what if I go 250? Changes the angle, but it actually makes my scene longer. Hmm. 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 The fun. It's tricky. Okay, so let's go see what this looks like in my... I'm going to go here. How do I... I guess I have to click this and make it disappear. Nope. All right, let's try something else. I'm going to create a game object. Create empty. We'll call it the sim container. This goes inside of here. This will just make it easier to disable stuff. I hope. Hope it doesn't break things when I bring my my team in here. See what happens if I drag these guys into my sim container. Good, nothing. And then I can go like this and just shut it off. And then we'll go up here and we'll turn it back on. And set is active scene. It is active. It's fine, but I have a bunch of guys on the field now. Can't see everything, and I don't know what camera they're looking through because I don't think any of my cameras look like that. Oh, it must be my visitor sideline. Because it should basically be the opposite. So height, if that's 380, then this should be probably about the same. The height should be the same. But I'm leaning towards not making it the same. Or no, I want to make them the same. I just... This one has the render. What if I set this one to none at the moment? And then we're going to go over here. And we're going to try to use my icon button. Football sim render texture, so I gotta go back here. And where did I put the football sim render texture? Is that this one? Okay, so I got the football sim render texture, and this guy goes here. Whoa. What am I looking at? What the heck is going on here? Am I like flipped up? What the? What is going on, man? Something is gone. Totally. What the heck, man? What am I looking at here? Why is it? What is? Oh my gosh, what is happening? Oops. Don't do that. Apparently I don't know all the controls to get myself back in line because I'm sitting here staring at what appears to be a totally messed up wherever the heck I am. Oh, is it because am I looking at a weird camera? I might be looking at a weird camera here. Ah, there it is. I don't even know what this is. What is this object? What is this thing? Is that like some sort of a framing? I think I have. Oh, okay. Oh, that must turn on what the camera view is. Huh. Okay, so I think what I need to do is take this simulation panel. It's not supposed to fill up the whole screen, that's the problem. I want it to fill up about 60% of the screen, maybe about that much. There we go. This is supposed to be using this, and this one doesn't have one. Supposed to be the main camera, but I don't know if it is. I don't feel like it is. My defense is on the wrong side. I don't know what made my background turn this color. I didn't do anything. I didn't change any colors. I did nothing. But now it's like this color instead of green or gray, whatever that was. All my camera's looking at it from all directions. What is going on? Why are all my cameras all out of whack? That's the visitor sideline camera, which is definitely what I'm looking at there. But when I go and click on the home sideline camera, nothing shows. What is going on? My home sideline camera is all screwed-ish the heck up. As far as I know, I didn't do anything to mess it up. That is totally not what I wanted. I mean, what is it looking at? It's like the... Wow, the world is upside down. What the heck happened to this camera? Okay, I don't know what happened here, but now we're what, looking at the sky? Ah. How do I reset my camera position again? Gosh dang it. Samo! I'm sorry, Samo. I've been so absorbed in this nonsense. I haven't a chance to reply to you. It's been crazy, man. I'm trying to get my cameras all lined up on my football game that my image raw control view will display it correctly, right? So my main camera, I don't know what I did. I don't even remember touching it. It just got all disoriented, and now I'm trying to figure out how to put it back, but getting it all centered again. Select the object you want to focus on. I did that. Alt home keys to reset the default view. Okay, let's just do that. So we did F. We're on the home camera. I did F. And somehow I just totally got wonky on here. And I usually reply pretty good to people on my text, and I owe you an apology for not being a little bit more attentive. And I know it's just been, sometimes you get caught up in a thought, you know. But like, Alt home keys to reset the default view that positions the scene camera at a standard angle. But it's no longer in relation to my I don't even know what I'm looking at. Look at that. We're like flipped over. Man, I am so upside down. And then when I try to... Okay, there's that. Now, main camera. Home sideline camera. See, it's like it's looking off into space. That's fine. This one should be looking the same way, but it does not. I don't even know what it's looking at. Alright, let's try something. We're gonna go back to 0, 0, 0. Alright, well, at least we're looking at the field again. I really don't know what the heck happened. I did something and got things totally broken. Like I said, I don't even remember touching my camera, much less doing anything to break it. Okay, so we got to bring it back up into the air. We're going to put it back at guess 200. Change my camera rotation down to about 20. 30. And then we're going to bring this back. I don't know why why does my field look so weird? No, that's 0. Alright, let's see if I got a better camera view now. Alright, that's my visitor sideline view. Which is strange to me. Why is it so stretched? I don't understand why things look stretched all of a sudden. I don't think this is supposed to be a negative view. Nope. So why are we getting... Oh. That's looking at it from the same position on the field, though. Oh, maybe that's the problem. So I need to rotate 180 on the camera. That's the problem. So this should be 315. But this should probably be about 180. Or 0. Maybe this has to be 180. There we go. My field looks really weird right now. It's like why are all of my grid things all out of whack? I don't know what I did. I must have done something totally. Look at my grids. They're all like 10 feet long. What stretched everything? I don't know what's going on. It's like I didn't do nothing. I didn't stretch anything. I didn't even play with any of that. I wasn't touching my grid spaces. I mean, look at my, look at, like, my grid spaces are bigger than my field now. Like, my field got micronized. Is this from pushing it into this? Maybe that's what broke it. When I moved everything in there, everything got screwed up. I wonder if that's what did it. I think my cameras, everything broke when I stuck it inside the SIM container. I moved it in the SIM container so I could easily turn off everything when I needed to. I gotta go let my dog out real quick. So, some days I'm good at replying to people. Some days not so much. Today, I guess I missed it. I missed it a couple times. Got a guy this morning right to me. And I didn't reply to him right away either. And usually, like I say, I'm pretty good, but I'll have my screens in places and I get caught up in something and block things off. Such is the way of it, I guess. All right. So yeah, something got totally wonky when I So main camera, which is 4180-200, at least gets the whole field in there. The question is, why isn't the sideline camera? End zone cameras seem to be good. But my Fizzer sideline camera is kind of wonky. For whatever reason. Clipping pines. kind of funny you can swap the camera. Why does that look different? It's just the reverse settings. I don't, should be the exact same. Proportionally, this should be the exact same as the other one. I don't understand why swapping it has that different. Is it because of my SIM container? What if I take these out? See, it doesn't position the same. If my field is at 0, 0, 0, which it is, why does it keep moving? How does it keep moving like that? My field, how come it doesn't like stay in the center? What's moving my field? So now everything is exactly where they're supposed to be. But you can see that this guy's like right in the middle of the field. It doesn't make sense. So now what the heck? Ugh. What's going on, man? Why do my cameras keep shifting? No, it's like way over here. Why am I sitting in this position? I am so confused at how cameras work on this thing. And they keep changing. I don't touch them, but yet they change. So, why do my cameras position values keep changing? I don't touch them, but somehow they keep moving. camera movement is often controlled by scripts that follow objects. Look for components. So scripts working even when I am in the editor. Stay. Now I can't position this again. I don't know how to get this back where it was. It's like yes, create certain Unity scripts can run while you're in the editor, even when not in play mode. This might explain why your camera position keeps changing. So I had all these set the way I wanted them, and now they're all broken. Ugh. And I don't even know how to. That's the camera itself. That's totally weird. Trying to look through the eyes of the camera, but I'm having a hard time getting it to stay there. It's like, why? I can't get this to work. I don't know what I'm doing here. Apparently something is not letting me make the changes I need to. So even when I zoom all the way out here, my camera is not positioning itself. And nothing I do seems to make that matter. That changes my downward angle, which I don't really want that steep. But I don't know why I'm not like looking. Why am I so far off? Why is my X position on 300 yards? So that'd be like, should be like 240. That's still not right, because the center of the field is only 100 yards. So why do I need to go 240? See, that's what don't make any sense to me. Supposed to be set at 1:1, so again, I'm just like guesstimating how far these things go. Seems like when I set this up it made sense, but all of a sudden it's not making any sense. It's like. And then my rotation is weird. But I'm not looking straight down the field. That's what I don't understand how this. Or maybe I am, but it's just my perspective. Oh, okay. Still kind of weird. It's still not quite right. Look at my position on my X. It's not in the center. I don't know why I have players that are standing on the sidelines over there. I don't know what this window is. Because why am I so far on the ground here? So that's 0 also? Camera 1. This is not fun. Alright, so camera 1. Alright. Still too far, too close. How come camera 1 looks good? Camera 2, I got 100 feet. 100 feet up. What is this one? 100 feet up. That don't look like I'm 100 feet up. What the heck? Where did all my players go? Why'd they vanish? Molly. Everybody's gone. Where did all my players go? I did not do anything. They all just disappeared. Why the frick are they out here? Why are they scattered all over the place? Look at them, they're facing it every wrong. They're like, what the heck happened? Why is... Oh yeah, now my cameras are like, what the heck? They're like, they're not even a thing. Oh gosh, oh Unity, you suck. You suck. You suck. You suck. You suck. I can't get anything to work. It's just like, I put everything in place and it just undoes itself. Everything just gets scrambled. What is going on, man? Oh yeah, I have these cameras like right on top of each other now. This camera, I don't know what it's doing. I got these two cameras are right on top of each other too. They're on the same side of the field apparently. Or I don't know, maybe one's, I don't know. I have no idea what's going on with stuff right now. What about my plane? This is the plane. But like, where's all my players? They're all like, well, at least they're, okay, so they're back on the field now. That's good, but I still have like this camera. What the heck is going on with this camera? Should be the opposite of this camera. As you can see, that one's totally weirded out. Oh, this one would be negative 315. Okay, that sort of put it in the right place. But the Y is the height, so we've got I don't understand why these guys are like the rotation. I really just don't know how these guys are supposed to be working. There's the home sideline camera. It's a visitor sideline camera. Okay, and then we got the end zone, which is totally wrong. And end zone 2, which is kind of crashing into the ground. Then it doesn't show you. Like you put it in, it's like it's not adjusting your view. I can't figure out why it doesn't adjust your view. So that's end zone camera 1, which is totally wrong now. That's end zone camera 2, which looks fine. So I go to end zone camera 1. There, that's better. Okay, so all my cameras I think are fixed. I don't know why, how they get out of whack, but I'm not gonna mess with them. If there's a script that's messing with them right now, I don't know what it is, but we're gonna pretend like I've got it fixed for the moment. All right. All right, so I am going to, so I got players on the field. I'm not going to try to mess with the cameras anymore. Let's select the main camera. I turn this off. Hopefully whatever I do next doesn't break anything else. So I've got these guys on the field. I don't know that there's a better way. It's almost like I want to squish. Bring them together. I mean, I could not make it 53. Maybe that's the problem. I'm going with ratios that are similar to NFL type field. And it's quite possible that I'm using, it's too big. You know, I don't know what the, whether or not games are using an exact ratio of 53 to 100. But maybe, perhaps, I am and I shouldn't be. Or I am and I'm going to, but that's why I get different perspectives. I don't get everybody kind of tight together. Because if you look at these other games, like if I open up this thing again, let's see if I can. So it is quite possible that their field is not as big as mine. Because look how tight their guys are. I mean, is it possible that their field is not 53-yard ratio? Now you can't, the angle of these guys is quite a bit higher than mine. They're seeing more down on the players. Maybe that's it. I should try to change my angle of perspective, maybe raise up my cameras. Just so that I can kind of get a better feel. What is my camera perspective on the sidelines here? So that's the camera perspective of my sideline view, but it does look like you're looking down on these guys quite a bit more. What if I change this to like 300? Dang it, I'm trying to look through this camera view. Why don't you show me what the heck? See, it's not showing me what it does. It's really irritating. And that means I have to go click on it again to get the actual view. So this is a more top-down view. Does that look closer? My field is bigger. I tell you, I think my field is bigger. And there's not a lot of other games that have sideline views that I'm trying to replicate a sideline view. I guess I could look at Retro Bowl and see what kind of angle they put it at, and see if they're any tighter. I got a couple of chores I gotta go do. I'm gonna take a break. Till next time. God bless.